Side missions in most games are fetch quests, and they feel as if you're going to get something and coming back. These side missions make sense. There are not a lot of them. I think maybe total 20, if not probably less than that. You do things like try to find victims that fell victim of Mr. Negative's influence. And that's fun in the fact that it gives you a picture of their location. It's a selfie from their social media that the task giver gives you, and you have to go find them. Very fun task. A lot of other side missions are kind of forgettable, but they didn't feel annoying. It made sense to what I was doing in the game. Photo mode is great in this game, just like it is in other games. But in this game, what it does, it gives you selfies. It gives you different borders and stuff that you can use to even make Spider-Man appear as if he's in a comic strip. You have comic book covers that you can use as a different border or setup. His selfies are funny. I enjoyed it. They give you stickers. So they take photo mode and they make it fun like Spider-Man. I mean, they take photo mode and they basically approach it with the enthusiasm of a comic book maker. One of the biggest things for me in this game were the suits. There's 27 suits, 26, 27 suits, depending on if you get 100% of the game. Out of all the suits, I've pretty much liked 7 of them. Now, for me, going into the game, before even buying it, I knew that I wanted to play with a Spider-Man 2099 suit. And was very surprised to see that they had other suits that I was basically dying to play in. They had a suit with a skull, flaming skull. I don't know the backstory of that one. They had a negative suit, which I used with my final battle with Mr. Negative. They had a suit where you looked as if you were a 2D cutout from a comic strip, which I thought was really funny to use when you're going through the deeper story missions and you're basically hurt and Mary J is comforting you and you're laying there as a 2D Spider-Man. But outside of it just looking good, each suit gave you an attribute, and I found it genius that they will take the attribute that the suit gave you and you can apply it to a different suit. So for me, an example, I like the Spider-Man 2099 suit. That suit came with levitation powers. Basically, you hit the right and left thumbsticks at the same time and you will stay in the air longer. That's not something I will use. So basically I swapped it out with another attribute or another skill, which was called Spider Bro. Spider Bro was a drone that you could use. It will electrocute people and it will help you in battle. For me, it came in handy in the later side missions or activities around the world. This story has heart, and not going too far deep into anything, I would just say that the story had great character development. You can see where Peter Parker progresses. You can see where Doc Ock progresses. You can see where Mary Jane Watkins progresses. You can see Aunt May progress, if you want to call it progression. But the thing about this story is that it deviated from more of the known storylines that Spider-Man has. Now, Spider-Man has a lot of storylines that they've used over the years. This one in particular is something I'm not familiar with. Not to say it doesn't exist in comic books somewhere. I'm not comic book man, but I was glad to see that they established Doc Ock as a mentor to Peter Parker. I was glad to see that they took Mary J. Watkins from this I don't need you, I'm not a helpless lamb, to a person who understands that in time you will need someone's help and it's okay to ask for their help.